Naha kamajtame. Abojo kinagoya. Ninaatig Pangowish. Mampi Shranto cha odenam. Indonjaba. Miigwech kongdash in the bendagus. Apton ziendau. Apta nadawe. Apta nishna adawa indau. The kinomage. The kinomoak pinonjien. Weshki-anishinaabemojig. Minwa weshki-anishinaabemjig. Ge uinoa. Nangwadash ingadabatan A, B, C, Nikeyaa. Miigwech even you started the recording. Nah. So A, B, C form. What is this foolishness that this man is talking about on my screen right now? What is A, B, and C form? All right, so when we talk about A, B, and C form, we're talking about how our verbs change, right? So Nishnaa-bemjig is very much a verb-based language, okay? You can get entire sentences without a noun, all verbs, all right? It's great. So when we're talking about A, B, and C form, we're talking about how we're changing the verbs around. All right, verbs are the lifeblood of any language, and in Nishnaa-bemjig, this is especially important because the verbs do a lot of the work, and all the little pieces that we put onto those verbs change the meaning just slightly. Okay. So, if anybody ever came up to me, and people have, and they're like, "How did you learn Nishnaa-bemjig? How did you learn weshki-anishinaabemjig?" I tell them I had to figure out A, B, and C form first and how that all sort of worked. And it took me a long time. So if tonight's your first time hearing the words A, B, C form, don't worry. There's lots of learning to be had. And if I could only teach you one thing, it's going to be this, because you're going to encounter it the rest of the time you are learning Nishnaa-bemjig. All right? You have to be able to switch back and forth between A, B, and C form to speak Nishnaa-bemjig competently, I guess. All right, and then down here, ngo wisin wisnian. This was my first phrase in Nishnaa-bemjig. Okay, this is what gave me that click moment. Ngo wisin wisnian, and you'll see that the same verb comes up: eat and eat, but there's two different people doing the eating. In Nishnaa-bemjig, because the verb has multiple forms, they do some of the work of little words in English. So this sentence could be, I will eat when you eat. That's one possible interpretation of this sentence. All right. The other is, I will eat if you eat. You can get more specific on which one you want by adding a little word, but in essence, if and when sort of are the same word here. I will eat if and when you eat, right? That doesn't change it. All right. Option bishkandan nagamya nangwadash kaminen. I'm gonna give you Manda. If you look in the chat, Guamdan chatting. Inside there is a jump share link, and that should take you to the song Nokomis and Dot. And this song is originally by Helen Roy. Helen Roy usually on Manda. And I think it's the Ontario Early Literacy or other, something like that. Who also puts this up. Okay, and they have little books. I think you can get them for free, my friend said. Kanagamame. We're going to sing. Kanagamame. Now, just
Double check. And if you do get them, if you do get the Ontario literacy one, it comes with Helen Roy who sings it. Took me a long time to get over the high-pitched voice that's in that song. Anyways, Eshki-nishnaabemjig. Anishwan Jijayin Gokamis and Min when dogwood no kamis and bishganda no kamis and gitchin and the weej ganda walk and mean wabjin the zage Anishen bishgenman go kamis and na de moi pourquoi je gagne sanje na de moi get the gunning dubs in the water bodge me twit get kenda na pages it Anishwanan kien go kamis and Gabubi ke me wis ne yang and the musinga we the kwa gojing bekanga ya ne mishomis nebat mean wap jinda zage we anishwanan kien go kamis and the way gamagong inga jame no kamis shke mekis naninga yama kebiskama squande in bishkendanan inge kandan apajazage it anishwan jejayin go kamis and get kandan apajazage it meanwhile jinda zage gezage no kamis na Miigwech nagamwas waja niken the ming ABC Nikeyaa.
So using this song, we're going to learn about A, B, and C form, all right? I hope to make you all happy singing campers with a little bit of a headache by the end of this, all right? Now, how manda kajunomon is A, B, and C form. Okay, thumbs up if you know. So what is A, B, and C form? What do I mean by conjugate? Thumbs up, thumbs down, kind of. Okay, I'm gonna shoot ahead a little bit and say that these are the conjugations and that on one side, one's A form and one's B form. So you sort of kind of gotta learn to conjugate to know what A and B form are, okay? So what is A form? A form is our simple sentences, simple declarative sentence. I see. Okay? Now B form and C form are gonna have this little space out in front. With me so far? There's this little space in front. All right. So nothing goes in front of this one. That's just the way it is. In front of B form, we get words like to, if, and that. Okay. And then when we go to C form, and there's a couple more words, we get words like what, how, why, who. Okay. And between B and C form, we're going to get words like where and when. With me so far? Oh, okay. So my example for you in English is I say, I know that you know that I know that you know what I know. Okay? And this is done with one verb in Anishinaabe and how we change the verb, right? So I know there's nothing in front of it. So I get engich. I know. So that's my first part. And then I got this that, right? So that starts my bracketing. That you know. So B form of that is ken the man. Then I have another that. So that's that word that goes in front, right? That. So that's where I know where the next conjugation is starting. That I know. Ken the ma. That you know. Should have just cut it off one you knows ago. And then here's the tricky part. Now it's what I know. So what falls under C form? And C form means you're going to make a change. You got to go to B form. You put your verb in B form. So okay, ken the ma. And this is what they call initial change, also called C form. And that means some letter at the front is going to change. In this case, it's right here. Ken the man. It's this E right here that represents, let me see. That represents the C form. In ken the man, ken the ma, ken the man, get ken the ma. All right, with me so far? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I see a halfway. Good. Okay, so, and it's really important to be able to do all the forms because we learn normally simple sentences like she asked me. Well, how do I make that? There's nothing in front. And Miigwech. We nadamo with. So there's no such thing as an unconjugated verb in Anishinaabe. In English, in French, in Romance languages, we have this like to do something sort of phrasing, like to hope, to talk, to eat. That doesn't exist in Anishinaabe. Okay, every verb is always conjugated. So it's very clear about who's supposed to be doing what. All right. So here's my two. I'm going to bracket that off. Okay. And then I saw him when I got there. And somebody put in the chat, before which word am I going to put a bracket? Let me see if I can go back to chat. Where's the chat? Miigwech, Sana. It becomes before when. Okay? Because that was one of my words for A, B, and C where my brackets start. Are you with me? All right. Can we get this document with your notes when we're done? Yes, I will. If you wait at the end, I will put it back into that jump share drive that I already gave you. And then you can just pull it from there, okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down. My mic didn't stop working? All right. Okay. Mangwadash. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready to make some new friends? Yeah? Okay. So before I send you the link, I'm going to show you really quickly. Manda. Remember, give it a try. You don't get grades here. You don't get a grade at the end of this session. Can you see my Google Chrome? Yeah, you can. Okay, great. All right. So I'm gonna put you in groups. All right. I'm a group of one. So I want y'all to bracket it off, okay? I'm not concerned whether you finish it or not, but just the practice, okay? So I can give you about 5 minutes. They're all in English. Okay, just tell me where you think the brackets go. I'm gonna put you in groups of I'm gonna say about 5-ish, okay? Anishmanik. And Sindanashin sweat. So 5 is 6, 6 now. All right, here we go. There's the Google form. And I'll call you all back in 5 minutes, all right? Oh, ginagawa mong P, ah. All right. So the perfectionist in some of us might be like, but I didn't get to finish. And that's okay. One of the lessons I've learned as a language learner is sometimes you're not going to get everything, and you're not going to be able to finish every sentence before a native speaker actually cuts you off to say what you want to say. It's all right. It's all right. All right. Did y'all hit submit? The fun part. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Shichimaji. There wasn't supposed to be a multiple choice in there. Except Google seems to like multiple choices. So it's fun. That's one part of the sentence, at grandma's house. And we'll see why at grandma's house really deserves that bracket in a moment. Let me see here. All right. Okay, so I help her when she makes cookies. I don't know if y'all can see it down here, but I think most of y'all got it. All right, y'all doing good so far. What's with these multiple choice questions? No! Just kidding. They're not multiple choice. They're telling me how many you did. Ooh, somebody even went to translate. Wow, very nice. Yeah, so you're on the right track. Yeah, bracket here. I listen. Great. That, people recognizing those words. Great. We will make soup to eat. We will make soup to eat. We will make soup to eat. So here you go. This is on the lines of correct, okay? That was the point. She will buy me new shoes that I will wear. That I will wear. Yep, that's where it started. Great. This sentence for me is a little harder to dissect because the part that says I like it does have the it part of it. So the ones that are red, but really the verb in this is going to start at the ones that are red. And we're going to see that as we go through. All right, y'all can see my face. Now, where are we? There we are. All right. So far we've learned A form, just simple sentences. B form has a word that comes out in front of it, whether it's to, if, that, could be where and when. And C form has the words what, how, why, who, sometimes where and when as well in front of it. All right. So what is A, B, and C form? So when you learn to conjugate, whatever class you're with, hopefully you're learning to conjugate. Don't tell me you're not. Please don't tell me you're not. Anyways, you will have to learn both A form and B form. Okay, each verb class has its own. Okay, so I'm gonna take Ija, and you're gonna have to trust me on the conjugating part here a little bit. Okay, so I want to say Ija. Anybody know? Anybody know? Kevin knows. He goes. not flows, goes. Great. Miigwech, Amy, Miigwech, Polly. Did I just put that in there, didn't I? She goes. Nime. She dances. Great. All right. So I learned the conjugate. I know in the is ja is I'm going. Gideja is you are going. Gideja min or may, depending on where you're from. And then Ija walk. People have seen this before, yes? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Great. And I still practice my conjugations. Ija ya. Ija. Yes, Amy, they. They, oh, sorry. They. Ija. Ooh, then that messes up this. Why? It's more important, Shahi. Is yin or yun, depending on where you're from. So I have yun here at the beginning, because when you go with verbs, sometimes, yes, thank you, Kevin. And sometimes when. But I have yun at the front because when you use verbs that end in n or m, it'll be mun, not min. Ija, yang. Great. And then I got to take this away. Okay, so I conjugated my verb. Can I get a round of applause, please? Please. Thank you. Awesome. All right, so now to go from A form, to get to C form, we have to put our verbs into B form. And then we have to make our initial change. C form, change form. It's also known as conjunct form. Ezhi-nsastamaanh. So I'm a cheat because I'm doing it on a computer. Okay, and it says that the initial to change, that the first vowel is going to change. Ezhi-in, Ezhi-yang, Ezhat. Are you with me so far? All right, so these are the rules for how these changes happen. A becomes E, I becomes E, O becomes E. Now I wrote way because people do say when Jabayan, when Nikeyaa. It's my experience that on the island they don't say that. And when I say island, I say Minadol Minasing. All right, and then we have long vowels. Ya, I. Okay, so these are the rules for how the vowels change. Okay, so I've been learning 10-ish years, I'm going to go back to the rules. But I've been learning in 10-ish years, and this thing still gets me. Okay? Because a lot of the times, I just used to put an E at the front, and that got me through a lot. But then this one time, this person came up to me and was talking about my necklace and was like, Baskaman. And I was like, Baskaman. I know Biskan, Biskaman, but they had changed the vowel on the inside, and I was like, Baskaman, Baskaman, like Bashtigas? Bashtigan? No, he's talking about like that thing that you're wearing. All right. So, how do you do it when a speaker is not around, or when the teacher is not around? Y'all know, some of you know this dictionary. Let's type the word Ezhi in there. Oops, I guess I want to type in Go because it's set on English. Search, search, search. Bueller, Bueller, Bueller. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. So we just want the word Ezhi because that's what we're using. It's not going to give me the right one that I want. But anyways, so I clicked on my verb. Okay, great. Some great examples. I like to look at this one, learning. But down here it says inflections. Okay, so inflections, this is how you say it in A form. This is basically A form is what they're saying. I'm going to go around there. And they've changed it. So she writes with a all right, we see. Imagine that's it. And this be, which doesn't actually show up in the picture, the entry you see when it's loading, but under the full vowel form, there's a short I there. And that's the one that changes for the C form, for the conjunct form. So again, all right. This is your A form. And then this is your C form. Yeah? Thumbs up, thumbs down, great. A form is also known as independent, the independent order. And C form is also known as the conjunct order. Okay, so you can find how to do the change on the dictionary. Maybe you do not like Eshki-nishnaabemjig Atlas and you like the Ojibwe People's Dictionary. So let's just go with the first one here. And it gives you it here as well. I'm doing it. I'm going fast. Third person. So you see that they added the D on there. And then between this one and this one, there's the E that was added for your change. Okay, so you can find this all in the dictionary, is the moral of the story. All right. Questions, answers, cries of outrage. Yes, I need high-speed internet. Thank you, Polly. All right. So you only do the vowel change thing if it's what, how, why, who. It's a great question. For what, how, why, and who, I'm going to say yes. As a rule of thumb, yes. When you get to where, and when, that's very confusing. But yes, Sarah, that would be a good rule of thumb to go along. Do the change vowel thing with what, how, and why. It's not only to that. Yeah, I'm not going to run out of material because all the things we can do with C-form are listed after the actual presentation. So if we run out of things to talk about, we'll talk more about C-form and B-form. Okay? All right. So this is the document y'all got on JumpShare. It's the song. And at the bottom, you have all the conjugations plus all the verbs that go with this song. Okay? We're gonna translate it later. Before we get there, we're gonna take a little break. Not a go away break, a singing break. Okay? Kevin, I want to see you singing really loud on your side, okay? Kakchen.
Kevin and Ate. Anishwan Jayin Kokamis and Dad Min when Dogwood Nokamis and Dad in Bishgandan Nokamis and Dad in Gitchen and the Weej Ganda Walk and Dad Mean Wap Jinda Zage Anishenja Bishkenman Gokamis and Dad Inda na de moi Miigwech gan sanje ad Inda na de moi get the ganing in dubs in the water bodge with twit and get can dan apages it Anishwanan kiin Kokamis and Dad Nga bubi ke me wisne yang and mosinga wido kwa gojing Bekanga ya nim shomis nebat meanwhile jinda zage Anishwanan kiin Kokamis and Dad The wega magong inga jamin okamis Shkimikiz naninga yama gibis gama Squan Dagan in Bishkandanan in Gikandan Apajizage Anishwana it Jayin Gokamisandan in Gikandan Apajizage Meanwhile, Jinda Zaga Kazagin Nokomis. All right. I hope that was enough of a brain break for y'all. So if I can close my browser here. All right. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put y'all back in your groups. Okay. And using what's on the document. So you have the song, you have the verbs, and you have all these, all the conjugation pieces that are there. Give it a try. There's no Google form. You don't have to submit anything. Just be like, okay, I'm starting to see this now. Okay, I'm starting to see this. I don't get it. Whatever it is, all right? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, what's okay? Don't be scared. Nah, I'll see you in 5 minutes. Nah.
Who's you? Our group didn't have access to the jump share, so we were just, I was sitting in a quiet group.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I entered late, and then I thought somebody from our
Group might have had it.
yeah, and then no one had it.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat for you here. I sent it out to everybody just a second ago. Again.
Okay.
Do you know who you were with?
I was with Jen, Jamie, Amy.
I don't know if I can put you back.
I ditched them.
Okay. So do you see the jump share link now in the chat?
I do, yep.
Okay. So you got it?
Yep, I got it. Oh, look, there's Jen. Or Rogue.
I don't want to bounce you too much around.
I can just look at it on my own, I suppose. No one from that group had it, so I don't know what.
I just sent it out in a broadcast message. I'll send it out one more time.
Okay.
And Jen is in this room right now if you want to talk with her.
Who's you, Jen? No mic. Okay. Well, you can just kind of go about on your own, like I can do as well. The link is in there, in the chat just above.
Nangos, pskakanese, namami kwendam eauyen. Getches beminga kingyayen, ganada moa, the bek gizes. Nangos, pskakanese, namami kwendam eauyen. Nah, kinagwaya mo piadek. Nah. Kain mo bezin. All right. Ani, meanwhile, kinagwaya. All right. So I heard y'all had some our group had a question about the Gitchenendum example within the song. Nahabapshko win the motion.
The example is in the fourth line of the song there, and it's in Gitchenend Wejigen.
Ngipchijibike.
Uh,
I made a mistake on spelling. Because you're right, it's supposed to be Gitchenendum.
okay, all right. I didn't know if like the word was weird or something. Okay.
No. Just not enough coffee when I wrote it.
So it's A form, Nin the Bajan Desial.
Yeah. D'autres questions? Gabana Kwedwewin? Other questions? Kidwin. So one of the reasons I like this song is as a learner, the first time I heard this song, I could actually understand what was going on. It's very calm and very it's great. Are you ready to understand what you'll be singing for the next what you'll be saying? All right. Anishwan Jayet Gokamisendat. So one of the reasons A, B, and C form, I'm gonna say 95% of the time, maybe Kevin can give us a different percentage. 95% of the time, when you ask a WH question, a who, what, where, when, and why, how, you're gonna use C form. Yeah, 95% of the time. There's a few verbs and times where they don't go into C form. You'll learn that as you go, right? So Anish, Wan, Jijayin. And then this is where I was saying that the verb carries so much meaning. Okay? Because Anish is just a WH word. It's a very malleable WH word. It's applied to like how, what, Anish P, Anish Ma. So that's where and when. So I'm just gonna call it WH. This wa, ooh, the wa is where our C form is. The wa is where our C form is. Okay, and it was originally we, and this denotes want to. Okay, we is one of our tenses. We, and because of that vowel change that I was talking about earlier, it became wa. Okay, and this je, onje, is a preverb, and if we have time, we'll talk about it later. And it means the reason, source of something. So the source of your wanting to go. Ija. Somebody already told me. She goes. And the yin at the end on your chart is you. And then I wish I had these ones. Let's go with this. I know nothing about formatting, okay? I always get red marks on my papers for formatting issues. I hope the bracketing is okay. Was that a question? Was that a chat? No? Okay. And then, so y'all, in the Google form, y'all bracketed off to your grandma's house or at your grandma's house. Why do you want to go to your grandma's house? And specifically in Anishinaabe, this this piece right here, this whole piece means where your grandma lives. So the English isn't very clear in this, okay, because it says to your grandma's house. In Anishinaabe, this is accomplished with a verb, okay, the verb is da. She resides. You got the B form ending, and then there's an E at the front. These are a little weird. Then they get this N. So N dot, where she lives. All right, where she lives. Okay, how am I going to do this? Do you need me to put that part? Yeah, you do. Gokamis is Yogwema. And N dot is C form of da for she. Are we okay there? We had a question that was totally asked with C form verbs. Okay. Somebody, anybody? Minwen Dogwit. It's fun. Minwen Dogwit. And this is just in, Mugut. I don't understand, Polly. Mugut. Minwen Dogwit, it's fun, and that's in the A form, so nothing happened to that one. And then Nokomis N dot again. So we get this. The only difference is now we've changed the Okamis part to my grandmother. With me so far? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't see anybody sleeping. Hopefully nobody's crying. All right. In Bishgandan, Nokomis, and Don. I like it. That's that in at the B, right? The in and the AN. It's more complicated than that, but for simple reasons, it's in and the AN at the back that give it the meaning that it has. And then I'm just going to keep copy and pasting that one. Where my grandma, it's fun where my grandma lives. It's fun where my grandma lives. And then see, I'm going to have it right here. I had enough coffee by the time I did this version. Okay. And get your nendam weej, gendo walk and dot. All right. And as Wapshko Maingan said, this is I am happy. There are many ways to say well, I don't know about many ways, but I know at least two ways to say I'm happy. Okay, it's not the only way to say I'm happy. So if you already know another one, well, when I live with G-Ma. All right, y'all got my shorthand? All right. And here I put the little hyphen in. This AG is our B form ending for I to him or her. So B form, live with her. Wait, I'm doing that in the wrong spot. live with her. And then we have the my grandma's house. Oh no, it's this one. Meanwhile, opposite in the zaga. So meanwhile, and again, in this case, we're going to say and. We're going to take the meaning and. Opposite, really, and the in the zaga. Anybody? 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 Oh, it's already there. Sorry. Dang. I love her in this song. Cries of outrage yet? No, I see a head shaking. No. Good, good. I see a half a smile. Thank you. All right. Oh, there's some full smiles. Great. Eshki-nishnaabemjig. So again, I told you that anish is a big WH word that we use a lot. How did I do this at the top? C form. So this one's a little bit more interesting. C form E. Change the. So it's this little letter E that makes it C form for this one. Eshki-nishnaabemjig kokamis and bish gendan. That's what you'll see on your on the indexed verbs for you. This means like it a lot. And then this mun. So this is why I was saying I had yun first instead of yin, even though I say yin when it ends in a vowel a lot. Anish eshna yin. I don't say eshna yun. Is because when you get to verbs that have that M ending, it's going to be mun. You to it. So for me, this is one thing that really helps is learning these blocks of language that you can squish together with other blocks that don't interfere with each other. Yeah. Okay, what's a good one? So then these ones are all A form, B form. I help him or her to make cookies. Yeah? Yeah, oh, thank you. And then again, this is A form. And da, na, de, moi, get the ganing. And you already did some of these, right? Should have done most of them. All right. And then that's the same pattern that this song gives us. In dubs in the wa de baj metwit. I listen to her when she tells me stories. So I listen to him or her when he tells me stories. Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Sad face, mad face. Great. One that I would really like to go over with you is we're going to make soup to eat. So again, that's something that was accomplished with making B form. We will make soup. In gabubi keme. We weshki-anishinaabemjig. So sometimes, not all the times, we is also used to make the word to that we have in English. And then not this, it's this one right here. En gikkendan opposite zaga it. En gikkendan opposite zaga it. I know that she really loves me. Okay, and I really want to stress the word that, because as English speakers, we don't say that. You know, I know she really loves me is what you'd probably say. And if you can get yourself to like force yourself to say that all the time, and for me, this is where learning French helped me a lot, because in French, you have to say que. You have to say that all the time. All the time you have to say the word that in French, because that's just the way they do it. In English, we drop it a lot. But this is a line this A form and B form. And then later on, I learned about C form, right? So this that in gikkendan, I know it. You don't have to add anything more to that. But zaga it by itself stands to say if or when he loves me, and that can't stand by itself. So it's connected to this in gikkendan. In gikkendan opposite zaga it. I know, and then I could swap this out if I feel like it. And gikkendan Ezhi-nsastamaanh. I know where you're going. And gikkendan Ezhi-nsastamaanh. I know what your name is, or how you're called. Yeah. So, I know that she really loves me. What are you going to do at your grandma's house? We're going to make soup to eat. I'm going to play outside with the dog. I'm going to be quiet while grandpa sleeps. So here, again, you're going to see that we that changed to wa. It's got the yin. All right. So this one right here, C form, is also used to make nouns. Okay. So particular attention on this one. So I work in a school, and I was wondering how to say hallway. Hallway. Ezhi-nsastamaanh. And Ezhi-nsastamaanh. So this is a verb that means hallway. That translates to hallway, but sort of means something like where one passes through. And squandagen means this whole thing, that the ones that are red. The red ones. The red ones. I like the red ones. And the word teacher comes from accompany. Then we say she is the teacher, so we throw a D on there. And then we change the initial vowel. Accompany. She who teaches. So we're slowly running out of time. I know that's how it happens. We have lots until we don't have any more. And Zagton Zazemian Yan Zidan. Yeah, Miigwech, Miigwech. Weshki-nish awang it. When God dong Nick Kevin Ninaatig. When God dong Nick.
Away Nimigajigan, Nimigajigan, Tabishko in the Quem, Nimigajigan.
All right. So translating gets fun. Okay. I'm going to let you save that fun for later. Okay. Kaigadebwesi. I feel like I just saw somebody put their hands together because they're getting excited. Winagam. All right, Wapshko Maingan. I want to hear that midnight howl from you. Okay, I'm going to hear you all the way from Peterborough. Are you ready? Mel's moving this time. Everybody? Possibly? Yeah, kind of. Okay. Oh, wait. What's that? Will this class be on YouTube? I'm thinking so. Still says we're recording. Everybody's got the jump share link, eh? Ka? Okay. It's in the chat. Thank you, Shannon. Anishwan Jijayin Gokamis and Min when dogwood nokamis and Bishkanda nokamis and in Gitchen and the weej and the walk and meanwhile Jinda Zagya Anishenja Bishkenman Gokamis and in the Nadamwa Pakwesha Sanja in the Nadamwa get the gunning in dubs in the water Baj Matwit in Gik and Apajazage Anishwanan Kiin Gokamis and Inga Bubike Mewisne Yang and a Musinga Widokwa Agojing Bekanga Yanim Shomis Nebat meanwhile Jinda Zage Anishwanan Kiin Gokamis and the way Gamagong inga Jame no kamis Shkemekes naninga Yamakibiskama Squandegen in Vishkendanan in Gikendan Apajazage Anishwan Jijayin Gokamisandan Gikendan Apajazage Meanwhile, Jindazage Gazage Nokamis.
As I start to save things and export things into PDFs. Oh, Shannon, were we sending it back and forth? Okay, sorry. All right. So while I'm saving things, and I'm going to put them in the jump share, questions, answers, cries of outrage. Thumbs up, you learned a little itty bitty something at least. That's the important part. Whew, still waiting in the chat. Questions, answers. Oh, where did that go? Where did that go? My internet connection is unstable. What's the YouTube? Eshki-nishnaabemjig is what I think it is, right? Eshki-nishnaabemjig.